Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Banishers Ghosts of New Eden. We are getting closer to the end. We've completed all of the haunting cases in the Dark Woods, in Mount Pleasant, and in the Harrows. We've done all of this, as well as all of the side quests that we basically could, pretty much at this point. And we are essentially on the way to the end of the game at this point. So we have every skill that we want unlocked for every power. All of our equipment that we have is upgraded to the max. I've pretty much done everything in every area except for like collecting all the little bits in here and there. So yeah, we're gonna go talk to Deborah. We're gonna go talk to Kate about Deborah.
Kate, good day to you. Good to see you back in business.
And
Lord McWraith,
find
what
Seeker.
can I do for you?
How's your sister?
How's your sister?
She's gone. When I told of what she'd done, she had no choice but to leave.
Did telling the truth serve you?
The truth is dangerous. Not least to she who tells it. But the cut is clean. The rot is gone. Her lies can harm us no more.
Will you make peace?
I don't know. She sent friends and neighbours to their deaths. I'd like to think she'd not have done the same to me. But I'll never know for sure.
Alright.
It's time we talked of Deborah.
Yes, it is.
How did you meet?
I'll not answer that. It's the moment of my life I cherish most. Words would only fail it. I will say this, despite my grief. For a time, I laid my head on Deborah Comenius's bosom. And for that, I'll be forever grateful.
What happened to her?
Pennington levelled accusations against her. Vile accusations. Many delighted in them. She was clever. She was free. She cherished the truth, of the mind and of the heart. Some took that for godlessness, but I've never met a person more divine.
Yeah, well,
A
she's
ghost appeared
quite
when
the
we
god
downed
as a
the
ghost
beast.
now.
Have you seen her since?
God save me, no. My heart would not bear it. Might it happen yet?
I don't believe she wished to frighten you. I doubt she'll bother you again. She has business elsewhere.
If ever you should deal with Deborah, deal quick. Let her not suffer long. For her sake, and for mine.
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I doubt I'll be much use, but I'll help you if I can.
So, I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
You're tenacious, I'll give you that. But must you push so?
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace person have found it?
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished. No one ever saw
Oh,
her again.
Grace Pennington?
yeah.
As in Captain
Daughter?
Saul Pennington?
Wife, maybe? Had a daughter?
Pennington had a daughter, and you knew her.
I knew her, but not well. Deborah had her in the school and spoke of her from time to time. Shy as a porcupine and twice as prickly, as I recall.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my
Oh.
recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
So, Grace, disappears? And considering Grace and Deborah were friends, Pennington accuses Deborah probably of either killing or making his daughter go missing.
Could Grace have survived alone out here in the woods?
Possibly. But could she remain unseen? No. All thought she'd left New Eden. Gone west, perhaps into the wilds.
Does the name Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me. We done.
One more question. Did the schoolteacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods, trying to understand New Eden, she said. Now that you mention it, I remember a snowstorm. She spent 3 days in a hut not far from here. Southeast, across the drawbridge, along the path
I know
towards the mine.
exactly where you're talking about.
If it's still there.
All right.
Goodbye, Tea Huntress. I look forward to seeing things improve, now that you're in charge.
Thank you, Red. Travel safe.
So I think one of the things that I've really kind of come to understand, we should actually go to Pennington and talk about his daughter, is that every leader in this well, I don't want to call it a city, but in this part of, well, what do we want to call it? In this, it's not, I guess it really is New Eden, but in New Eden and the surrounding environment of New Eden, these people have thoroughly committed such an atrocious act as to have what you would have seen during the Salem witch trials, right? That, in the Salem witch trials, all these women accused of witchcraft and killed by, the governors, the mayors, the leaders of the towns, specifically of Salem. And it really has such a profound effect that when you don't see too many games that kind of surround themselves with the Salem witch trials. We've had a few here and there, or of cases of accusations of witchcraft around that same time period. But I feel like this one is really kind of a story that kind of gives you the idea that it does blend kind of like a real life set of events, like like the Salem witch trials, or post Salem witch trials, but the accusation of witchcraft towards women in the 1600s, and it really does give you this idea, right, that something like this could have real profound consequences for the people that turn a blind eye to such a heinous act as having a woman killed for no reason at all. And that is exactly why Pennington has suffered. The people, it really is all of the people that follow these, specifically three individuals. It's really the people that are following Pennington. It's the people following Thickskin, and it's the people that are following Governor Haskell. These people have all suffered, right? All of these people have suffered because of his doing. All of these people have suffered because of his doing. And all of these people have suffered because of, well, both of them are necessarily involved, but because of Thickskin and Kate. All of these people have suffered because all of them have turned a blind eye to what these people have done to this woman. And I guess it has more of this paranormal idea behind it of like all these ghosts and everything, but these people would not have to suffer if it wasn't for what these people had done to Deborah. And there really is, I guess the moral of it is that there's so much death that comes from something so minute as one woman's death in a larger span of all of these women being accused of witchcraft. And I guess the moral of it is that you should not turn a blind eye to something as evil and as false as accusations of witchcraft. because it really is. I mean, of course, this is a different time, right? This is a different time period, but still, it really goes to show, kind of. I know that this game is fictional, but it really does go to show, like, kind of what this country was very much like in the pre-American Revolution days. When you have all of these people who have come from England, come
Folk
from
look
Europe,
well. Maybe they'll settle here.
that are all, very heavily religious, and God-fearing people, that, need reasons to blame for things, and they blame it on women who are living more free than they are. It's just,
Are you still here?
it really
you're
is
welcome. It's an honour to help you out. Any thanks
quite a,
necessary.
like,
Spare me your humour.
I guess I don't want to say
Silly.
that all these people deserve it, because it's not all the people that deserve it, but really everything that's happening to them it's of their doing. These people are not experiencing hauntings and all of this evil because they didn't do anything. They're experiencing because they didn't do anything. They didn't stop this. They let this happen because they did not stand up to their leaders. They did not stand up to these people, and they let this happen, or they participated in it. And they didn't stop this. And so all of them are, I guess, I don't want to say getting what they deserve, but they're getting what they got by not stopping such a heinous act. And it really all does span from that single event. This entire town and this entire area is haunted by one woman because they would not stop her from being killed. Now, the question is, that I still have, is why does she have so much power? How is she been able to create such a evil ghost? How is she a nightmare? Because we see all these other ghosts that are mad, I mean, we've had one demon, but we see all these other ghosts that are upset, or we see all these other things, but nothing compares to the evil that Deborah has been able to create. She has split, it's like she's, again, like a Horcrux. She has split her soul into different entities that are haunting all of these people. How does she have that power? And the question is she actually a witch? Was she not a witch and became one and then was killed for that? I don't want to say that she is a witch, because I do feel that this was all obviously false accusations, but I still have to question, how does she have so much power in this world? How?
What do you know of a young woman named Grace?
I don't know where you heard that name, Banisher. But you should not say it again.
It's important, else I wouldn't ask.
I owe you, Banisher. And I believe your word is good.
He's not going to spill the
But
beans
I
on his
cannot
daughter.
help you.
I read the name on a letter. It was a very interesting missive. According to this letter, what happened to Grace was entirely your fault.
No. The fault was hers. She was stubborn.
The letter told quite the tale. I'd like to hear your side of it.
I have heard tell, sir, of the contumacious Scots, and I did not hear wrong. You
Excuse
are
me?
indeed relentlessly, perversely, bloody-mindedly obstinate.
Yeah, let's just throw this
The
shit in his
letter
face.
was clear. You're to blame.
I'm
for
tired of
what
this
happened to
asshole.
her.
She has no one to blame but herself. I tried to prevent it. She would not listen. I hurt her. That, sir, is laughable. I worked hard to make up for her mistakes, so she would not pay the price for them.
Whatever you did seems to have made things worse.
I stood firm. That, sir, is what must be done, and that, sir, is what I do. I stand firm.
Why the mystery?
A stubborn and difficult child. Always quick to disobey. Especially when the orders were mine. Never understood her antagonism or hostility. A sheer bloody-minded antipathy. She didn't get it from her mother. Now I have no daughter, and it is all the better for all concerned.
Want
Wow.
to tell me what happened?
If you must know it, I sent her away. I exiled her.
Why? Why would you do that?
She left me with no choice. I caught her in an act of sin. I caught her reading, studying. Witchcraft, sir.
See?
I caught her studying witchcraft. There was a book. I don't know where it came from, and damned if I could get rid of it, but she would not put it down. Not even after I forbade it.
Now, why does Lammy Haskell suddenly spring to mind?
That's a good point.
And Deborah, too.
Well, see, okay, so that could have changed things. Because I mean, the thing is, again, I would have never thought when I started this game that I would come to fucking hate all of these fucking people so much for their stupidity and their bullshit accusations. My thought is, what if Grace, this is a theory here, what if Grace is actually a witch? And she studied this stuff. She got this stuff from Lammy Haskell, yeah. And she brought Deborah back. What if she is the reason Deborah came back? Is because Grace did some kind of ritual that brought Deborah back. And it brought her back mean as fuck.
Though Deborah was innocent, you accused her of witchcraft. Do you deny it?
Deny it? I claim it. By law, she was no witch. But neither was she innocent. She was poison. A ruiner of children. She corrupted my Grace. I am a much changed man. Looking back, with the
Changed my
I
ass.
was entirely right, and would not change a thing.
Well, and that's
If
why your
I
people have
came to
suffered.
learn your daughter survived, if I knew where she was.
No, I have nothing to say to her. For me and all who know me, Grace Pennington is long dead.
Dude, this guy is
I
such
want
an
your answers.
utter piece of
Now
dog
you
shit.
have them, and there are no more.
Can I fucking shoot this guy? Dude, fuck him, dude. He's such... See, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm gonna bring something a little personal into this. I normally don't talk about, like, politics or religion, but let me just say something. I am very much, in real life, I am very much an anti-religious person. I do not like religion. I am against organized religion. I'm not saying people can't practice it. I'm just saying I am against religion. I feel that religion is one of the biggest problems with the world today. Because it literally, a lot of people use religion to breed hatred towards others because they don't believe in the things they believe in. The reason I'm saying this is because that is what this game shows. That people who are very heavily religious, they do not agree with the things that their kids or that people around them do, and they breed hatred out of it and do things like accuse women of witchcraft to get rid of them. And this is the consequences of your own actions. Sure, in real life, we don't have a serious, horrific demon summoned that's destroying an entire town. But that's not my point. My point is that these people are so heavily religious. And see, this is a guy who cannot accept somebody for who they are and says, oh, she's poisoned. She poisons our children's mind. She poisoned my daughter's mind. No, she didn't. She let your daughter be who she wanted to be. And if that was being gay or being bisexual or being just free to live her life outside of the confines of a house-held slave, basically, because all women in these times were very much slaves to men. It really does go to show that people, I mean, and sure, there are women who are definitely involved in the, I'm not going to stand up, I like the position I'm in. But that's one of the reasons why I don't personally like religion. Because I am somebody who likes when people are able to live to be who they want to be. And I hate when a Christian person tells me that somebody who is, gay, they shouldn't have rights, or they shouldn't be able to live with who they want to live with, that it's immoral or sinful or disgusting. I find that to be abhorrent behavior. And that's exactly why I think I hate these characters so much, is because they very much blamed an innocent woman for shit, and they're getting their just desserts, in all honesty. Like,
I used to coat my wolf kills on one hand.
if Deborah said, listen, I will free this town, and I will allow everybody to live in peace, but you have to bring me thick-skinned Newsmith, Governor Haskell, and Captain Pennington, and let me kill them, I would be like, in a goddamn heartbeat. I would trade all three of them to save, I don't know why I did that, to save this entire town. Because fuck all of them for their bullshit. The idea of accusing women of witchcraft because you don't agree with how they live their life is the most disgusting behavior.
The hut may be near.
It really just does piss me off. And I want it to be noted that if you're somebody who's religious...
Could Seeker be here?
If you're somebody who's religious and you are accepting of others, I think that as Jesus would want you to be, then by all means live your life. And those are the kinds of people that I can absolutely accept.
Not to know what it was for.
But don't try to hurt people because they don't believe in your religion or they don't believe in what you believe. That's disgusting.
I'm as blind as a bat here.
Not if you look through my eyes.
All right, what the fuck is going on here? Okay. Okay, there's the cabin over there. Have I not been here before? Okay, so I can't go here. I can't climb. It seems to be coming from in here. Okay, I can go through here. That's really all I have to say about that. It really just does anger me that this woman had to die for fucking nothing. Because it's true, she died for nothing. She died because she was somebody who was living their life. She had gay relationships with women. She was not going to be tied down to living a standard life of being some, disgusting dude's wife and being forced to do whatever he wanted. She wanted to live free, and I'm here for that shit. And I feel bad for Deborah. I absolutely do. So, trying to see. Let's just go in here, I guess. You know what? Suck a dick. See you later. Alright, so this was not the way, but it did have some witch stone, which is nice. But I absolutely do enjoy this, setting, and I do enjoy, being the person who is able to... because I'll tell you what, my Xbox playthrough, buddy, I'm gonna be blaming every motherfucker. Everybody's getting what's coming to them. Oh, for sure. Everybody is getting what's coming to them, boy, I'll tell you. I will be sacrificing everyone. I'm going full dark magic on that shit. For sure. But, you know, again, I feel like there is, when you do a lot of the hauntings, you do see that there are people who are redeemable, that they do see the error of their ways, and they do go, you know, I really shouldn't have been like that, I really shouldn't have done that, and they kind of turn themselves around. And I think that that's, the idea of redemption in this is such a powerful tool, especially in a time where a lot of people, maybe, you know, a lot of these people shouldn't be redeemed because they're not really good people.
This isn't working.
Come on, you fuck.
Get lost, would you?
You bitch. Oh, I can go in the... I go in the cabin. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, how do I get out of here? Let's get that reloaded. See, the other thing too is that, like, in the Xbox version, when I end up doing a playthrough of that, I will probably get everything.
Could Grace be Seeker?
Oh God, is Grace Seeker? Oh my God, that would be insane to me. I never even put that together.
Dusty. Seeker hasn't been here for a long time.
Different music. Haven't heard this song before. I will definitely probably get everything, including all the little, like, soul shard things to collect. I will have guides that I'll just be reading to get every single thing. Like, all these, I will get all these. I'll have specifically I'll have guides for those, because everything else is pretty easy to find. It's going to be those and the collectibles that I have guides for.
Anyone home?
We have a map. A rough-drawn map of an old hunter's camp in the dark woods. What looks like a small cabin out in the woods a ways has been circled.
Deborah knew about this place.
Focus on the matter at hand, Red.
I am. Fine wardrobe for a youngster.
They're rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye.
Okay, what is this? Transcribed ritual of dissimulation. Scribbled handwriting. And the greatness of the shadow is found not only in magic, but also in the world beyond. Thanks to this as yet unsuspected power, the darkness becomes an ally. A protective arm that cradles and protects us, allowing a perfect illusion to the untrained eye. Darkness envelop me, protect my illusion from the light, fool the senses, blind my enemies, and allow me to live behind the curtain of an alternate reality. Annotation from Seeker. I'm almost successful. The ritual of dissimulation is not complete enough, but I must be able to perfect it in my own way. Not surprising coming from a demonology book. They have always been far too narrow-minded to broaden their vision, but with this base, I'll be able to create the perfect illusion spell. Maybe I should go thank him. After all, he took a big risk in copying this ritual. Perhaps if our paths cross again, I'll thank my latest friend.
More demonology.
Yep.
Unusual for a witch. These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lama could help us with this spell.
So see, that's the thing, is that if, being that Seeker is probably Grace, she is a witch. And I did say that, I'm like, well, what if Grace is a witch? There you go. But knowing demonology combined with witchcraft, that she could be the catalyst to have who brought Deborah back. She could have been the one. And that's why Deborah has so much power. Draft of a letter. Mistress Commoness. Deborah, may this letter found you. I hope thanks to you, I can at least be myself. I hope this letter will find you safe and healthy. I did find the hut, but I'm not staying. I can at least be myself, studying all the things I love. How can anyone be scared of magic? Isn't it a wonderful thing? I found a safer place, hidden away, a place where I could learn safely and invisible to all. Thanks to you, I may finally live free, away from him and his need for control. He never acted the father, only a tyrant who called the shots and left no place for difference of opinion. He never tried to understand me. Now, all of this belongs in the past, and a new life awaits me. A life where I no longer have to be his daughter. In a way, he and I can both be free. Thank you for your help. I hope to see you soon. Your student, Grace Pennington.
Quite the fall from grace.
That's not funny, and neither is this.
Aye, fair enough.
Oh, here we go. Oh shit. Frozen what?
Seeker drew this. Now we know. She's in the mountains. There's a ritual of dissimulation.
Veils, maybe?
And we need the catalyst.
Yeah, so that place that we couldn't go in the mountains, by the way, the gold question mark, that's where that is. That was like the reason we couldn't get in there. I was thinking it was going to be a haunting, but yeah, story related.
The circle is the one on the entrance. The circle powers the door, but I don't know the symbol. I don't know it, but I think Lammy might.
All right, well, we got to go to Harrow's.
Yeah. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell.
Gotta ask Lammy about the Trismegistus.
Will help us with that.
The Trismegistus riddles. Hermes Trismegistus. Shout out to Hermes and the fucking staff in Assassin's Creed. Oh, let me grab that. I could have actually just gone down that rope. I don't know why I didn't. I wasn't even thinking about it. Alright, so we need to go talk to him.
Out with it.
Now what says worth listening to?
Only when it doesn't slow us down.
You're in an awful hurry. It's as if you can't wait to leave.
It's not like that. It's complicated.
Alright, I need to... No, I want to go the other way. I want to go to the camp. Because I just want to fast travel.
I believe you.
I don't want to run all the way there. I want to go back to the camp so we can just fast travel to the Harrows. I'll more than likely probably just play all the way up to like this point where you got to find Seeker, and then kind of go through every area individually and just do everything in one area. Now that I know that you really kind of have to progress almost to the end of the game to kind of get all of the hauntings and side quests and everything, I'll probably just get to, you know, like Love Finds a Way and then start doing all of this stuff in every single area to kind of round out all of this. Unless you can play after the main quest, I may end up just doing the main quest all the way and then doing everything post game. Just kind of like rush through the main quest. So, all right, fast travel. Let's unhighlight that, and then let's travel to the Harrows. I'm probably gonna have a phone call coming in the middle of this part, so I'll have to edit some parts together. We'll see. If so, you know, you won't notice on YouTube. So
The Harrows feel better, more stable.
I think that the Harrows, this town is like the nicer town of I mean, like the Dark Woods encampment is kind of nicely put together now, but it's still in the woods, and I would rather not I'd rather not live there. I like this. I love the look of the Harrows. I just love that it's kind of woodsy, but it's also like kind of flat. You got the mountains in the background, which is nice. It's just got a nice view, and it's kind of built on this hillside, which is kind of nice. And then like the mountain, like Mount Pleasant, it's just cold up there all the time, and it just seems like it would be miserable. But it is enclosed. It is a nice enclosed camp. Oh, what's this? Speech for the community. As a community and as individuals, we have failed, and now the silent and intimate understanding of these failures, feed our shame and our anger and obfuscate our thoughts. As a community and as individuals, we need to make amends and think about what comes next. But how may we think about our future when we have not yet chosen the path of forgiveness? Forgiveness humbly asked of those we have wronged. Forgiveness tenderly offered to those who have hurt us. Hear me when I say that patience is the key, and that we shall find it in our hearts the patience to learn, the patience to sift the right from the wrong, the patience to listen to those with whom we disagree. So shall we climb Jacob's ladder step by step together. Oh, yeah, cheap viewers on, yeah, cheap viewer, yeah, fucking banned. Goodbye. Hey, Hugh, you want some more Bibles?
Good day, Mr. Bachelor.
And to you.
Oh.
God.
I'll have to probably collect all those. Again, I'll probably have to collect all those Bibles at one time, so that I can turn in the
What can I do for
15.
you?
We found a page ripped from a book. Here, do you recognize it?
Let me see. Is this from the Trismegistus riddles? Yes, it seems to be. Why would you bring me one mildewed page from an amusing but harmless little book?
Why would you fail to disclose that you'd given another ritual to another friend?
It was a long time ago. I said after Caleb I'd distribute no more rituals.
Okay, it doesn't
and
matter.
That's what I've done. Not done.
We know. But we're looking for Grace Pennington now, and we were hoping you'd help us find her.
Who?
Really, boy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mistress Antea. You said Grace's name, and it is my reflex to protect her.
I like how. Can I just point something out? I like how she really just gave him she was like, really, boy? She didn't even, like, she gave him the boy. She gave him, like, the do not fucking lie to me or I will possess your soul type of, like, really, boy?
When was the last time you saw Grace Pennington?
I love that line. That
It
was
had
great.
to be a few days after I brought her the cloaking ritual. When I returned to visit, the hut had disappeared. Which makes sense now that I think of it.
That's it? You never again tried to find your best friend, your only friend.
Well, you see, some weeks later, the first whispers of witchcraft started to fly about town. I kept my head down, and Grace was better off out of it. I was right. And I'm glad she escaped. Strange to think of her again after so long.
Ever heard of someone named Seeker?
Seeker? No. Sounds like a title, like my True Pursuer. This Seeker... Is she Grace?
Well, that's the thought.
Is she alive? Do you know where she is?
We think she's Grace. We hope she's still alive. We're trying to find her.
We think she's hidden herself away behind your dissimulation spell.
Then you'll need to unravel it. Shouldn't be too difficult once you're armed with the salient facts.
How does the ritual work?
It creates illusions so effective that they deceive even the keenest eye. There are more effective cloaking spells, but the Trismegistus riddles do have a simple elegance.
The short version, please, ending with how we break it.
Yes, of course. To achieve that, all you need is the caster's full name and the symbol used to make fast the illusion.
Well, we have the full
Grace
name.
Pennington and a triangle pointing downwards.
Well then, now all you need is a simple counterspell from the same book, and... Oh my.
What now?
I'm afraid I left my copy in the Araloo. In the void.
You dumb fuck.
That's just great. Just great.
Yes, but in my defense, once you've retrieved the book, dispelling Grace's illusion will be like a walk in the park. Comparatively speaking.
Thank you for your help.
Could you
What
tell
help?
Grace that I'm still her friend? I'd be glad to see her again.
Once we found her, we'll be glad to tell her.
Dude, you're such... Thank you for your help. He didn't help at all. He gave us jack diddly shit. We could have figured that out our goddamn selves. Alright, so... where specifically am I going? Ah, I see where this spectral web is. I see. Alright, so we need to travel to the mill house location. Alright. And then... gonna have us take the elevator down. Dude, he's so useless. In the sense that, like, he's not useless when it comes to magic and shit, but he is useless when it comes to giving us information and being a decent
The
human
incarnate
being.
is hidden away here. Stains bar the path.
Yep. Well, it's a good thing we have this now.
Still no ghostly spectral spiders hiding away in there, no? Good.
Okay.
More corrupted ivy waiting to be plucked out.
So this is the original spot that we went in. Alright, so there's that over there. Is that the only one? Oh no. Where's the next one? Well, we'll go through here. And I'll bring this up. And while that's coming up, I'm going to look around again. So we know that one of them is... I'm thinking the next one is like down underneath here. It's underneath this platform. Shouldn't be too hard to do. I think we should be able to probably hit the blue center from down here. At least I would assume so. Okay, well, I don't actually see it. Huh. Now I'm like wanting to figure out where this is. I don't know what's back there. I mean, I'm underground, so it's not like I can really tell. Oh, it's right here. I'm an idiot. How did I...
Did I ever mention how good we are together?
How did I miss that?
It's always good to hear.
Alright, what's back here? Ooh, witch chest? Okay, I'll take that. We take those. All right, back down we go. I got a big month planned ahead of me, full of fun things to do outside of streaming. I have 2 movies. So I went and saw Twisters in 40X. I think I talked about that in one of the videos a little while ago, in one of the Banisher videos. I talked about that, and that was such a fucking experience. There's a spider web back here as well. And I have 2 more 40X films that I'm going to go see. The first of which is Alien Romulus. I'm going to go see that on the 19th. And then on the 2nd of September, I am going to the event. Now, for those of you who don't know, I actually just read this morning that Twisters was such a huge success that they decided that they were going to bring it back into theaters starting for 1 week only, starting on the 30th of August. And since I've already seen Twisters, I'm like, okay, well that's cool. I'm not going to be going to see that. But the big thing they announced was that not only are they bringing Twisters to 40X, they are bringing the original Twister also to 40X for 1 week only. And I'm like, oh, there's no way in hell I'm missing that. Because I actually talked about that a while ago with a couple of friends. And I was like, man, if they brought Twister to 40X, man, I'll tell you, I'd be on that immediately. Because Twister is one of my favorite movies ever made. And I actually did watch Twister again before I went and saw Twisters the night before. And now I'm going to go see it in 40X because it's absolutely worth it. So I have a lot of like movies I'm going to go see. I have a lot of like, we talked about this in the Beyond Good and Evil playthrough yesterday. I have a lot of reading I've been doing. I've been getting like heavily into graphic novels again. I'm going to be buying a bunch of the Deceased comics. And yeah, I want to get the series of that so I could read it.
I couldn't talk about it.
Couldn't talk about what?
Yeah, what are we talking about?
You accused me of pretending not to see that you're dead.
That's how I feel, Red. You have to accept it.
I couldn't face your death. I admit that. I rely on you. Your presence reassures me. I dread your absence. I can barely bring myself to think about it. I don't wish to deny your pain. No. Just try to deal with mine.
Wow. That's... I hadn't thought of it that way. Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Antea's really been talking about, like, well, this is how I feel, and you don't understand because you're not dead, and, you know, but Red is, he's being accepting, and I think he is trying to cope. It's hard for him.
There's more of Raging Vandal. Piss off.
Okay, well, up we go. I really do wish that the Void had a little bit more to it. I think it would be kind of cool if, like, if there was another game in the future, for example, I think it would be really cool to be able to do, like, side quests in the Void. Like, if there were hauntings or, like, side quests in the Void specifically, that'd be pretty fun. I already
Our
look at
book
this?
isn't here.
Oh.
Our book might be up there.
I might need some help.
I might be able to give it.
How the... Oh, here. It's like, how are we gonna get up there?
This looks like Lami's stuff. Only more scattered.
Even with the void shifting, the book should be around here somewhere.
The Tris Magistus Riddles. Symbol downward pointing triangle. This symbol means balance, simplicity, solidity. Not really used by the Demonology School of Magic. The symbol will be preferred to those witches, women who call themselves scientists. It is mainly used for illusions or for any other spell that deceives the primary senses. To undo this kind of spell, focus on the origin of the spell in order the spell to be undone on behalf of the caster. Also, specify what the spell should undo and what meaning it should release from the spell.
Got it. That seemed a little too easy.
We have the symbol we need. Let's go back to the mountain and find her hiding place.
Okay, well.
Did you hear that?
Oh god, is that the
First
demon
things
lady?
first, Red.
Hoarding Harvester. Woo!
Where do you think you're going?
Get back up!
Alright, time to go all out.
Oh, I am back.
There we go. Fuck you. Yeah, I heard the laugh. That's a demon girl. Alright, well, out of the void we go. There is an achievement for killing a ghost you banish. So I wonder, like... I wonder if that means, like, the ghosts you banish in the hauntings, or what? Like... Because we banished the demon. Where the fuck are we? Ah. Find Seeker's hiding place. It actually, like, took us to where we needed to go anyway. Which is nice. It didn't take us to just a random location.
Stop that spectre before it possesses the corpse.
Get lost, won't you? Piss off!
I've been trying to get used to doing that, to doing the like parry. rather than just doing the dodge. Man, my sinuses are not doing well today. Alright, so we need the little trolley elevator thing to come back. I sleep. Alright. Back up the mountain we go. It's called Mount Pleasant, but it's not very pleasant, is it? I really think I'll try to reach out to the devs and ask them if they can maybe try to see if they can put a transmog into this game. Because I feel like, especially with like all of the outfits that we have, I've only used this one the entire time. Like, when you look at all of these, they're like really cool. I mean, some of them are just different colors. Like, this is a red version of this, basically. Like this, it's like pretty much the same outfit, right? But it's just like, that's like a different color. It's like a spotted look, and then this one's like a red version. And you have this outfit, the trapper gear, and this is a different color of that. You have this outfit, which this is a different color of that one. We have this one, the kilt, which is pretty cool, and then you have the armor. Yeah. So, I mean, I really hope that we can maybe get, like, I'm going to try to see if I can ask Des, hey, can you do, like, a transmog for, like, like, the weapons and the decoction and stuff? Like, that'd be cool. Thanks. Reach out to them, see if I can DM them on Twitter or whatever, or send them an email. Because I would really love for there to be, like, a transmog in the game. I'm sure they can update it to add that. So you can make your character just look however you want them to look. Because I really would like my character to look differently, but I feel like I've just used the same clothes the entire time because it's what benefits my character. So where the fuck are you going?
Get lost, won't you?
What? Where is he? Here he is.
Away with you!
Oh, the other one's right here. I haven't seen him. It's like, why doesn't my map come back up? Alright, so it all comes back to here. Do you have to climb up the rope here?
This is it. Seeker is behind this wall.
Alright.
Let the veil of unknowing be lifted. Let us see through the eyes of Grace Pennington.
Ta-da! Seeing that is something that you could use for the sequel. Like, the ability, like a spell, basically, to lift, like, secret walls and stuff. You could use that for the sequel, too. Hidden areas. got the...
Ceridian?
Yeah, she's got like
You're
Ceridian's
surprisingly
headpiece
slow,
on.
even for a banisher. You're late. Or early.
At last we find you.
Missed me that much, did you? You could have hurried. You always think you have more time, and suddenly you don't.
It wasn't in vain. We have come far and learned much.
I hope so. But don't think you have it all figured out. You're still banishers, after all.
We are indeed, Grace.
So, you know.
When I asked if you'd known Deborah Comenius, you denied it. Why?
Seeker never met Deborah. Grace did. I am no longer Grace, and I don't like to speak for her. Deborah was Grace's teacher. She encouraged her to be herself, to become who I am now. They did not know one another, but without Deborah, I'd have never met Ceridian. And with Ceridian, my entire life changed. Deborah suffered terribly, and the fate she met was exactly the fate I fled.
Yeah.
I accept it now. I accept it all. Ceridian has left a hollow, and I am called to fill it. I accept. I am ready for my role in this world. Are you ready for yours?
Actually, before we get to that, I have a lot. Let's buy this. Let's buy the outfit. Let me buy this as well, and then yata-da. I don't have any of those. I have 1. I have 0. 3. Let me buy this. $37 of those. I think I'm good. You know what? I might sell some of these. Like 100, maybe? Maybe 105. Didn't give me that much, but I think I'll sell like 60. Maybe I'll sell 50. I'll sell 14 of these just because to get it to a certain number. I don't know. Oh well.
You learned magic by yourself.
Not really. Not at all. First, Lammy Haskell's forbidden books told me that magic was real. They say you must look out for the quiet kids. And that was me and Lammy. Reading those books opened my eyes to worlds of wonder. But I did not learn witchcraft until Ceridian found me. Lammy showed me the view from the prison window, but my mistress walked me right out the door.
Lammy was relieved to hear you're well.
He talked about paying you a visit.
When I was exiled, he was the only one who'd help. Sweet boy. But now is not the time for visitors. Later, perhaps. Later, when you have lifted the curse.
The boy will be disappointed. He has a thing for witchery.
We looked for you everywhere. Why did you leave the Maya Marshes?
I needed time, silence, my own space.
Hidden away behind Lammy Haskell's dissimulation spell.
Ah, you know about that. It held a full 7 years. Isn't that impressive?
Yeah.
This is the place where I embrace solitude. This is where I made it a strength.
Did Ceridian find you here?
Not physically. I dreamed of her. I dreamed of the Maya Marshes. So, I went there. And I found the island.
Quite the thing. Meet your dream in person.
I suppose so. At the time, I was more focused on the fun I'd had getting to the island.
Also,
Our first dance. I admit I ran away. But we have danced many times since then. Old Mosshead, Ceridian and me.
Mosshead. That guy.
the time has come for us to go back to New Eden and face the nightmare.
Yes. Balance must be restored. You must face your fate and end the curse.
Ceridian said the only way back was through the void. But the pond seemed broken. We need your help.
Of course you do.
We're listening.
Remember Ceridian's words. If you were to defeat the nightmare, your hearts must be open to each other. No barriers. Your bond must be strong.
We've never been stronger.
This void breach is not like the others. This one leaks. This one sits at the rotten core of the entire region. You must leave whatever still burns in your hearts at the threshold. If you don't, the void will kill you.
Damn.
Do you know where in New Eden Town the void shall lead us?
The trick is to focus on your happiest memories and let them take you there. At least that's how it's always worked for me.
We'll try.
And when at last you succeed, I too shall return to New Eden Town. I shall see you there.
All right.
With that, we'll take our leave.
Bring peace to this troubled land and your troubled hearts, my friends. I know it's not easy to hear, especially when it's me saying it.
On the contrary.
Thank you, Seeker. We'll do our best.
Oh boy, cross the void.
They've seen better days.
As have we all.
What's that?
That is not your concern.
They're just like, oh, what's all this stuff? Can I poke around your
I like
house?
the new place a lot better than the old one.
I was a different person then.
Mystery about Old Mosshead. Oh, here we go. I miss my mistress so much, more than anything. I miss her teaching and her presence. Am I ready? I know she prepared me for something, but for what? There are so many things I don't see clearly. Why did Ceridian remain so elusive when asked about what now awaits me? I never totally believed her when she told me so many mysteries were eluding her. I'm convinced she only tried to protect me by refusing to respond when I insisted. After their final meeting, it is obvious she knew exactly who Old Mosshead was. The way the Spectre checked his watch, the anger in his voice, even his name, all Saul. Was the spirit some uncanny, horrid incarnation of my father? I remember every word from one of Ceridian's most obscure teaching. For the unbalanced will be so strong, even the dead may come back from a future you already faced. Was Old Mosshead some punishment conceived for me by the nightmare hiding in New Eden? What did Ceridian exactly knew about some events to come I already faced? Like all the other inhabitants of New Eden, I'm afraid my fate relies to the thing hiding in New Eden's meeting house. Soon enough, I better go there. The Seeker. The Volcods of Roanoke. To this day, my exploration of the New World has been a succession of disappointment and frustration. Despite months of searching through the colonies and contrary to the hypothesis I had formulated after studying John White's report, I found no trace of Volcods or any other type of vampire. Roanoke Island turned out to be deserted and abandoned. Yeah, we know about that. That's real history, too. Even by its native population. Continuing my investigation further north, I tried to find this mysterious Crescent Island, which, according to local sailors, had recently vanished. Once again, my search proved fruitless. Despite my most recent maps, there was no island to be found, and I was left with the strangest feeling, as if a malignant willpower soared upon the water to divert approaching ships. Everything here is so different from European society, even if rooted in the same occult traditions. Still, I am convinced that terrible mysteries lurk upon these unknown coasts and lands. Everywhere I go, under the veneer of faith and purity so typical of the New World colonies, I read traces of occult and evil presence. I have compiled in these pages the fruit of my research and observations, hoping they will help other brothers in the years to come. For more than ever, I remain convinced that the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole needs more local watchers capable of cross-referencing information. We must keep a watchful eye on the phenomena that have already taken place or will soon take place here. If they are not already hiding among mortals, it won't be long until the drinkers settle here. Our watchers must investigate and report any sign of implementation before deciding if we should call for a ban of the dragon. As soon as I am back in England, I will ask for volunteers amongst our brothers to settle in these overseas colonies and discreetly pursue our sacred mission. Lucius Raspberry, primate of St. Paul, 1665. Wow. So vampires are real.
This will be useful.
Find the old writings of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole. Wow. Whole trophy just for that. Well, that proves that vampires are... Dude, could you imagine if they did make a sequel and the game doesn't just have ghosts, it also has vampires as well? I mean, we thought that werewolves were real earlier with the cannibal guy, but I wonder... Where's that question mark? Hold on. There's a white question mark here. What is this? How do I get there? I have to climb back up here. I want to know what that is. Oh, it's this. It's like a gear chest. Ethereal braid. Okay, so let me see something here. All right, never mind. All right, so we need to get to cross the void. Again, though, I wonder how we do this.
She's the custodian now. May she have all the wisdom of her mentor and more.
I wish I had half the wisdom of mine.
You're not as stupid as you sound. You'll be fine.
Maybe we can't find out until after the game's over? I don't know. We'll have to see. We still have to ask Seeker about the mirror, too. Will she be here if I come here? I wonder. Because, yeah, we still have to ask her about this. Oh, yeah, she's here.
What do you want?
Yeah, we found this cursed mirror.
We found a cursed object.
Did you use Fear God's ritual on it?
This curse seems different. Stronger, somehow. We were hoping you could help.
A curse could mean different things, depending. What do you think happened?
An entity took over a woman's ghost, or perhaps mimicked her so to torture her grieving husband. The mirror had belonged to a couple who died, violently. Red and I both felt its influence.
What became of the husband?
We resolved the haunting. He lived. We're not sure what happened to her. It was a bit of a mess.
Sounds like you found something really dangerous. Well done.
What could the entity be? We've linked it to the void. It was sharp, perceptive, highly manipulative.
It came from the void. Who cares what it is? Don't trifle with it. Send the bloody thing back.
What do you think we should do with it?
3 possibilities come to mind. Hair from someone who's escaped this entity's grasp. Soil from the breach through which it crawled out of the void. And the roots from a tree that has seen 5,000 moons. None is powerful enough by itself, but all three things combined shall serve the trick.
You know this place better than we do. So where to find such a tree?
In the dark woods stands a great and crooked tree. It's surely the oldest living thing.
Oh
in the
boy,
whole
I
of
can
New
see where
Eden.
we're going with this.
I'd go there.
The void? Again?
Funny thing, the closer to the breach the soil lay, the more likely your ritual is to succeed.
Here? As in, all of it?
If you don't wish to scalp its owner, a lock should suffice.
Oh
That's
boy.
good news.
Alright.
Thank you. Really.
Well,
We'll be going. Hope to talk again soon.
Sure.
alright. Rituals, ingredients, cursed mirror. Soil from the breach through which the entity crawled out of the void. The closer the breach, the more powerful the ritual. Roots from a tree that has seen 5,000 moons to transfix the entity that the ritual may destroy its bonds and send it back. Hair from someone who escaped the creature's grasp. Combine these three and the entity enraged will show itself. Okay. Well, guess what we're doing? Alright, root from a great tree. It's gonna show us where any of this shit is. Oh, fuck me, dude. I'm gonna have to look this shit up. I am not gonna wander around. Alright, well, let's see here. Alright, acquire a root from a great tree. To find this, you'll need to head into the dark woods. Root is located in the cave where we found the dead pack of wolves during the main quest. So we need to travel to Kate's, the location where Kate's diary is. The markers apparently show up when you get close, but... oh boy. I didn't think it was going to be some bullshit. Three things, and I don't even know where they are. Yo, I better get like a trophy for this. This better be a trophy, a trophy related quest. I'll tell you that much. With all the bullshit I got to do for this. Okay, so we got to travel here. Head towards the hunter's camp until you reach it. Okay, so it's gonna be in. Is it in here or? Oh, it's in here. Okay, backtrack. I know where it is. I just got to remember how to get there. No. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, this is the Nicholas Doolin's journal that we read, I remember. It's like, what the hell? Oh, I can't believe we gotta go back and do all this shit again. See, these are the kinds of things that do annoy me. Quests like this, they do annoy me. So you gotta get real close to it.
The roots from a tree that has seen 5,000 moons.
There we go.
Let's not linger and attract unwanted attention.
So, acquire the hair from someone who escaped the entity. The only known person we know survived the entity is John. So, we gotta talk to him at the manor. Okay. Okay, so we need to get back. Actually, you know what? I might just head over to the Wolfston shelter. That might be easier to get to. Regardless, we gotta walk because we can't just fast travel wherever we'd like. Oh shit.
Not here, not now.
There we go, fuck you. Like, I don't need experience, but I'll still fight him. Maybe this wasn't the closest. Well, I was thinking that we were going to finish this in one part. I was thinking maybe that like she would just give us a thing and then we would be done and that was that. I didn't think we were going to have to do a bunch of goddamn hoopla runaround bullshit.
Careful. They mean business now.
Ooh.
Stay put.
Come on, I just want to go to the goddamn fire.
Your funeral.
We stop with this nonsense? Don't need ghosts to show up every 5 feet. Oh, here's a book. Alright, there's another Bible for him. Alright, so we need to go up to where the manor is. Which is up here, right? Yeah. So we need to go talk to him. Because he is still alive, so he wouldn't be if you blamed him. So I wonder if you can't do this quest if he's dead. Is he at his house? I would assume he's at the house. Yep.
Good day to you, John.
McCraith.
John, I'm on a quest to destroy the mirror. Abigail's mirror. It's a lot to ask, I know, but the thing is cursed, and it has to be done.
Can't you leave me to my misery? Haven't I suffered enough?
He thinks he's the only victim.
There's a ritual, but I'm going to need a strand of your hair.
My hair? Do you wish to curse me further?
John, will you stop with the bullshit? I saved your ass once.
It has to be your hair. None other will do.
Damn you! Here. Take it to me.
According to this, it says if you blame John through the quest through the glass darkly, you'll need to visit his grave in the Mount Pleasant Cemetery to recover the lock of hair. All right. And then the void is in the manor's
Hair
basement.
from someone who escaped this entity's grasp.
Hold on, let me. Here, get rid of that.
This feels witchy.
It is, but the mirror must be broken.
More ghosts to fucking fight.
Spectral target for you. Shoot the light.
There we go.
You're wasting your time on this one.
Free Highland kiss for you. Have a bit of this.
Just blocking too early. Because these fucking assholes, they swing so damn slow. Then when they swing fast, you just can't get the timing down.
Have some of this.
Ah, damn. A lot of wasted health. Alright, so it's in the manor's basement. I know exactly how to get there. And then we take this down. So I'm guessing we just need to do the this like ritual again. We just need to do the entire void ritual again. Banish refills faster and does more damage. All right. Void intensity 3. We did this a second time. Oh, all right. Well, I'm getting a phone call. I'll have to pause it here, and we'll come back.